Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hey, Mike. Thanks for showing up. Loved the Easter outfit. You could be Tom the Peeps twin. Hey, Henry. How's it going? I'll give everybody a few minutes to come in. No theme tonight other than a villain shirt. Sorry, guys. I was kind of feeling not great today, so we'll have to save that for the parks, which will be in a few days. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Doug. Thanks for coming in. So just so everybody knows, I've been too busy to get most of this set up. So hopefully after my next set of streams, which will be next week, I'm going to take a few weeks off and I won't be going again until the middle of May. And that'll give me some time to get this channel more set up, and we'll be able to actually maybe have some people on, and I'll be able to share my screen because I haven't been able to do that. I need to get some stuff set up. So this will be the last one that hopefully probably looks like this. And hopefully by the next one, I'll have some things set up. Also, we redid some things today. Actually, I mean, we had seen it before, but we were watching Doug's show this morning, and everybody here already knows Doug, so I won't go into all that, but we were watching his show, and we had already seen the annual pass holder summer discounts and things. So Pookie Bug doesn't like to come to the parks as much as I do, and he's already coming in July for the July 4th weekend, but he decided he was going to come with me when I go in June. So I had to rebook the hotels. The problem is there's like 2 hotels left on property that have any room left. So we were trying to extend a day, and it became this big complicated process to do unless we wanted to pay like a ton of money. So, hey Rai, welcome in. So we ended up having to we're still staying at the same place, but we're going to have to switch rooms the 3rd day in to make that 4th day. So we'll see once we get there what we can change around. But they were saying that there's nothing left open because of all of the airport having problems right now. So people are having to rearrange their schedules and rebook their vacations. And it happens to be all at the same time that apparently we're all going to be there. So that last week of May, first week of June is apparently a total nightmare. And there's nothing left to book in Disney World except for some really expensive suites at Art of Animation and the Grand Floridian and some expensive stuff at Coronado. So, we were just talking about the parks in early June, right? So I'll have to get with you guys and find out exactly when I know you're there the end of May and the first week of June. And I think Pete had told me you guys are going to be Magic Kingdom June the 1st. So that was our first day that we're coming in. We'll be there probably around lunchtime. So we're going to go there June the 1st for sure. Yeah, I'm going to keep checking, Henry. Pookie Bug prefers to stay on property. So we're going to keep checking. Right now we're at Pop Century. So, yeah, I wish that I could do that, Rai, but we don't live anywhere close to there. So, that's the only place that they had left. And this originally started because I was booked at All Star Sports, and I did not do a review of there, which I usually do when I stay at places. It is not my go-to, and it was my one and done, and I won't stay there again, which we can go into that another time, but I usually do a big review of places I stay at. I did not that time because I was so busy and I was so late for everything because of that place that we won't. We've become the we will never stay at All Star Sports family. The other Valley resorts are great, and one of them is the movies. Is that's like my go-to. I go there all the time. Um, but yeah, All Star Sports, we won't ever stay there again. It doesn't matter that it's the cheapest. And they say all the Valley resorts are the same. They absolutely are not. So, I mean, it has its place for sure, but I ended up missing rope drop by like 8 buses, and I was there an hour before the buses or before rope drop. But they couldn't keep up. There were so many people. It was lines wrapped around the building. I figured that out by the second day and got there even earlier, but I don't feel like I should have to be there like an hour and a half before rope drop to get buses to even get into early rope drop. Like it was like early resort guest rope drop. It was crazy. And the lobbies weren't clean. And no, I didn't tell anybody. But yeah, it was unpleasant. And as I was standing in the line, I was actively trying to rebook the June trip. I have trips booked every 2 weeks to a month. And I had another one booked for sports, and I was actively booking it as I was standing in line. And a gentleman in front of me was doing the exact same thing. We were talking about it because he was like, I've never stayed here and I'm not going to stay here again. And I was like, yeah, we were having the same conversation. So that being said, that's how I ended up at Pop. And so yeah, we just had to rearrange some things. So I'm going to keep checking. And we were actually trying to get in at Coronado, and they had some good things at Coronado, but then all of that randomly sold out in like half an hour. It's been the same for weeks. And all of a sudden it's sold out, and all they had left was like a bunch of suites and different things. So I'm just going to keep looking. And if we can't, then that's what we'll do. We'll just have to switch on day 3. But going forward, he is going to come with me in June, and then we'll be there in July. So hopefully, I know Pete's still going to be there, and a bunch of you guys are still going to be there. Hey, Cakes, welcome back in. I don't really have a lot of tips, Rai. You just got to keep looking for things. I'm an annual pass holder. So right now they have the pass holder summer, and they've got a lot of good discounts. So I'm using a 40% discount that they're throwing out there. So that makes it a lot more affordable. But we are going to go to Beer Garden, which was something that I know you guys were all talking about on Doug's channel this morning. So we're going to go do lunch at Beer Garden on one of the days at Epcot. So I don't know what everybody else's days are looking like. We had to buy tickets for Pookie Bug because he's not an annual pass holder. And randomly enough, this was something weird that I found that you guys might be interested in. So Doug, it's been so long since Doug and Cakes have talked. So long. We went to go and buy him tickets, like 3 days of tickets, and that was more expensive than they have a 4-day ticket pass right now, which you can only go to like 1 day at each park. So you can't double up, like buy the 4 ticket pass and then go to Magic Kingdom all 4 days. You have to do one park for each one. But it was cheaper to buy that 4 days of tickets that way. And usually we don't repeat parks anyways, than it was to buy 3 days of the other tickets. So that's what we did. It was still like, after tax, I think it was like $500, but then that way he can come with me. So usually I do an early morning stream the morning that we leave, and that way he can come with me. So even it's only half day the first day we're there, and then half day the day that I leave, he can still come instead of, having to go or wait in the room or something. So yeah, Pookie Bug is going to be coming in the June stream. So I will have a helper with me, and in July. And actually when I go in May, except for when I go for maybe a second trip, I'm going to have his daughter with me. My stepdaughter's SG, which if she pops in here for her birthday. So I'll have helpers all the way around. So that'll be fun. There'll be fun streams. We'll have extra people and trying food and stuff. But we did book the Beer Garden with the annual pass holder discount. We may book some others. I know Garden Grill is a big fan around here too, and I know that's one of them. Tusker House is also another big one. So if we make it over to Animal Kingdom, we may do that one. Yeah, so everyone loves it. Usually it's just me, but they're going to come with me. So my next streams, just so everybody knows, I'm leaving on early first thing Monday morning, like everyone knows that I do. So I leave at like 2 a.m. and I will be at the parks on Monday. So we're going to do Hollywood Studios. I'm not going to stay super late, but I did get a multi-pass for that. So we can get a bunch of stuff done in a very shorter period of time. So that should be fun. So that'll be this coming Monday. So this coming Monday, there will be no show. And then Tuesday, we're going to do Magic Kingdom. We'll be there all day. I did not buy a multi-pass, but I did get Tron. So at least we don't have to wait in a big long line for Tron. We'll get that done. We'll get a bunch of other stuff done. It is a good to go day on the annual pass. So I have a feeling it's a quieter week. We'll be able to probably do Space Ranger Spin again and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll do all that stuff again. So that will be a fun time too. And then the next day, we're going to do Epcot. Well, we're going to do Animal Kingdom and Epcot. So I got the after hours party for Epcot. So we're going to do rope drop Animal Kingdom in the morning, do a bunch of fun stuff because I was saying that we don't ever get to stay at Animal Kingdom and do a proper Animal Kingdom morning. So we're going to do that. We're going to check out the Lion King stage show for Mike because he wanted to see that last time and we didn't catch it. So we're going to do that. And check out, of course, Safari and Everest and all the usual things. We're going to try out the carrot cake at Terra Treats because we didn't get to try that last time either. And we'll just hang out for a while until I decide that I want to stop streaming and have a break. And then I'll probably go to Epcot about 8 p.m. or so. We'll go in and hang out. We'll maybe check out Luminous. We'll go look at some other stuff because then we've got the after hours party. So we can do all the rides like multiple times because there's not going to be that many people there until 12:30 at night. So that should be fun if everybody can stay up. Welcome in, guys. Also, since I can't screen share yet, so I'm just going to have to show you guys on my phone. So I have some things for you guys. I thought this was funny. So cakes, first off. And if Mandy Mary's here, if your wife is here, I don't know if she's here. I just find this hilarious that this stuff is popping up now. So we all know Cake's love of the weird face on It's a Small World. Now, I don't know where the Imagineering team and the advertising team for the It's a Small World stuff has come from because there's a whole line of It's a Small World now. It has for a while. Good evening, Dave. Thanks for coming in. I haven't seen you on for a while. Thanks for coming in. So we all know that they picked up on It's a Small World, and there's a whole line of It's a Small World stuff. A bunch of it is from, I actually picked up some stuff from the Character Warehouse the other day when I was there. But there's a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it's expensive, some of it isn't, but they picked up on It's a Small World. Like they've got dresses. They just released a whole nother new line of It's a Small World. But what I thought was hilarious was not only did I find that Pez of the face that Cakes loves so much on It's a Small World, they now have a giant tumbler cup, Cakes. And It's a Small World with the giant, the new tumblers that have the big zip around case on them. I'm going to hold this up to my screen soon so you guys can see it because I'll have the picture soon. I know. But it has the zipper around has the giant face on it. It's $59.99. So, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to see if I can try and hold it up if you guys can see it, if the light will. I don't know if it will pick up. I know it's not doing it right now. Nope. I don't know if I hold it down some, if you can you guys see that if I angle it down? Yeah, it's blinded. I don't know if you guys can see that. I definitely have to get this picture-in-picture thing going because I was dying laughing at this. I'm going to have to share this on Instagram. I will share it, and I'm going to tag Cakes in it. It's the funniest thing ever. I was sitting here laughing at this morning when I saw this. I mean, out of the whole line of stuff, and it's all themed with that giant face thing. I think to me, it looks like a clock face. I don't know what that thing is supposed to be. But I know Cakes hates it, and it's on everything. All the new stuff. There's a women's dress that has it all over it, but the whole thing is themed with that face. So poor Cakes. You're going to see it everywhere. People are going to buy it, and you're just going to be walking through Magic Kingdom, and everyone's just going to have that stuff on. Welcome in, guys. Big Thunder Mountain Rai, I just noticed you were asking. It's supposed to be open as of April the 8th, April 8th, April 9th area. We're really hoping that's when it opens because we're going on the 12th and it is our absolute favorite ride. So SG's going to be really upset if it's not open and she can't ride it on her birthday. No, All-Star Movie CC, that is my absolute favorite value resort. I'm actually staying there next time I go, and that is my go-to value resort. Out of all the value resorts, including Pop Century, except for they have the Skyliner, I love All-Star Movies. That's where I actually try to stay every time that I go. I love the other resorts, don't get me wrong, and I need to probably go do some other resort walkthroughs and do some reviews and things of them. But my thing with the resorts, and this is just the Disney person I am, there's all kinds of different types of Disney people. So there's the Disney people that like to go, but then to the parks and things, but then they have, an off day or they have a pool day, or some of the people like to have a spa day. So they stay at some of the nicer resorts, which I love the nice resorts. They're nice. Some of the resorts are almost too fancy for me, and I feel like I don't belong there. Like I shouldn't be walking around in here. They're still nice, and I enjoy going to them and like having dinner or, going for lunch or something in some of them, but I've never stayed in them. I've just walked around in them. My favorite resort is French Quarter. It's small. There's not a lot of people that stay there. So it's easy. You don't get backed up with buses and things. You can also take the boat from there. The same with Riverside next door, but Riverside is huge. I do not like Riverside at all. The bus system is a little messed up there. Otherwise, the place is fine, other than it's big, but the bus is a little messed up. But each of them have their place. My thing is I'm the type of Disney person that I get up and I hit the ground running, and I am at the parks for 12, 14. I'm there all day. I'm there from park rope drop, early morning rope drop, which sometimes is 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, all the way until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I come in, I repack my bag into the next bag that I'm using the next day, put my outfit out, have a shower, go to bed. I might get 5 hours of sleep. And then I get up and do it all over again. And I will do that 6 or 7 days in a row if I need to. By the end of it, am I exhausted? Sure. But that's what I do. So I don't find that spending a lot of money on a resort room is worth it to me. They're pretty. I've been to a lot of them. Like Fort Wilderness is beautiful, but it's not worth it to me to spend all that money on a room that I'm never in. Now, if I was there to enjoy it, or I have a day where I'm even like on an off day, I usually go to Disney Springs. But if I was actually going to enjoy the pool or go have a spa day, I've never done that, to be honest. Because when I go, I just go to the parks and I go hard. So I just don't do that. So Valley Resorts are perfect for me. They get what needs to be done. They're cheap, but they're clean and they're good. And that's it. That's all I need. I don't need all the fancy stuff, which is nice. And it's nice to see. And I've walked around in them before, but I don't need all that other stuff. So, Cece, you're good. You're staying at one of my favorite places. So if you actually want to do a walkthrough of it, I actually have a review down in my videos where I did a full walkthrough of the whole entire All-Star Movies one time. So if you've never been there, you can see it there. The scoreboards can be mostly accurate, but I would take into account, like if you're going to rope drop something in the morning, like I had that issue at All-Star Sports, yeah, that's when the next bus is coming, but I had to wait 8 buses to get there. So I not only missed early morning rope drop, I missed regular park rope drop. And I was in that line for an hour, just over an hour before I even got on the bus. I was not a happy camper. Let's just put it that way. I put on my patience pants pretty good, and I'm pretty happy in the parks, and you don't see me complain about a whole lot. And I still didn't say anything to anybody, but I was not happy. I missed like early rope drop, regular rope drop. So that means all those people flooded in before me. It was not a fun time. So yeah, the scoreboards are usually accurate for like when the buses are coming, but whether or not if there's a whole bunch of people that you're going to get on that bus is another problem. So I always would show up early. You always want to give yourself at least a 45-minute leeway, especially if you're rope dropping like Magic Kingdom, you want to get there early. If you're staying at a place like French Quarter, you probably don't need to do that. But in the bigger places that like those big moderate resorts like Caribbean Beach and Riverside, where you've got all those people and all those bus stops, you want to get up early or ask your cast member which bus stop is best. We had that problem at Riverside where there's 8 bus stops, and we found out even though we were in one of the most expensive rooms, we were in the royal rooms, we were actually the last bus stop. So we couldn't figure out why they were just driving past us, and we missed rope drop and we couldn't figure out what was going on. It's because they were picking up people on the other side first, and by the time they got to us, it was full. So we ended up having to get up extra early, walk to the far other side of the resort, which is pretty far. It's a big resort, and getting on that first bus. And then we didn't miss boat rope drop again after the first day. So always ask your cast member what's the best place or which is the best bus stop for you. And if you're able to, get up extra early and go to that bus stop, or they'll be able to give you more accurate timing on that. And it also depends on the park. Like Magic Kingdom, of course, is going to be a busier park in the morning. Animal Kingdom is not. That also depends on the time of the year. Like I was just there and it was insanity. If you see any of my live videos, it didn't matter which park you're in, even Animal Kingdom. It was spring break and it was pre-Easter. I wasn't even prepared for that level of crowds. It was max capacity at all parks. So it was crazy. And we didn't get a lot of things. And we got some things done. We didn't get a lot of things done. I just walked around and we checked out stuff and saw some cool characters. Hollywood Studios has picked up and been doing a really good job lately on the character front. They've actually shocked me. It's almost becoming one of my favorite parks especially for characters. They are doing a bang up job on the characters, and the characters there are great. And you're starting to see a lot of the older characters you never used to see, like Jiminy Cricket. Darth Vader's back. We ran into him a couple of times. The stormtroopers and the Imperial Guard interrogation scene thing that they do, and they pull everybody out of the crowd and do it, and then they do a walkthrough. That was cool. The Mandalorian, the Green Army Band, all of the characters from Toy Story, they're all out numerous times a day. Then you've got the Donald Duck juggling show. He does that twice a day. They're doing a really good job over there with the characters. Chippendale is out there. They come out twice daily. So if you want to see characters, Hollywood Studios is the place to go. They also had Powerline Max and Goofy. They were there last time I was there. We ran into them and watched them for a little bit. Minnie and Mickey always have their meet and greet there. It's only like 5 minutes. You can walk in, and Minnie is in her 50s gear and Mickey is in his sorcerer outfit. And Donald and Daisy show up at random times there too. Sorry, I'm just reading your guys' comments. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. If you're a big Disney fan that you just spend most of your time in the parks, save your money so that you can do all the other fun things that you want to do, whether that's sit down meals, whether you want to buy merchandise, whether you just want to save your money. That's just how we do the parks. Now, everyone does their parks differently, but that's how we do the parks. Let me see, Henry. For our future trips, when we stay on Disney property, we're going to drive to the parks, even if there's Disney transportation. That will be among the first. Yeah, and that's another way, Henry. That definitely is one. So me and Pookie Bug talked about that. We've always just used the buses, but the last time, because I stayed off property and I had to drive, I actually brought that up to him. So with the exception of Magic Kingdom, that would not save you time. It might save you time at the end because of all the people flooding out, especially if you're in a value resort. But with the TTC issues, that would not save you time driving. But the other 3 parks, it would definitely save you time getting there and leaving. I had never done that before, but now that I've done it and I've realized how easy it is, especially Epcot. Epcot was like 5 minutes. It was so much quicker to do that. Now that's on you. You have to get in your car and drive, but it's like 5 minutes to the resorts. They're right around the corner. Like the Valley resorts are right there next to Hollywood Studios and Epcot, and Animal Kingdom isn't that much further. They're all right there. Magic Kingdom is a little further, and the TTC is a little bit, it's harder to handle. So that one I would reserve your buses and things for. But it is definitely easier to drive, and we may start doing that because especially if you're staying at a value resort at the end of the night when you've got all those people flooding out of the park, you could I like last time when I was streaming, I waited a good hour before I left, and I still had to stand there and wait for 45 minutes or so before I could get on a bus. And then you're standing up, you don't get to sit down, and there's still, 60 other people on the bus and you're crammed in. I probably could have been back by then, except for it's Magic Kingdom. So probably not on the TTC, but if it was any of the other parks, 100%. And you get free parking if you're a hotel guest. I don't know if anybody realizes that. Take your car and park. So much easier that way. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen, welcome in. You're finishing your women's work. It's okay. It's okay. So, welcome in. I'm glad you came. We were harassing Cakes about the new Small World line too. We were just talking about resorts and things. We just ramble here for a little bit, so it's okay. We were talking about the new It's a Small World line, and you guys will have to look it up. As I said, I'm going to have to set up all my streaming and stuff. I haven't had a chance to do it yet to show picture in picture, but the new It's a Small World line, they have a stainless steel travel tumbler with a straw and zip case. I was trying to show you guys pictures, but it keeps just blinding out so you can't see it. But it is all It's a Small World, and the zip case is the big giant face that Cakes hates. So I howled when I saw it. Everything is coming out with that, and I died. The other thing I saw that was really funny today, guys, and I wish I could share this, because see, you can see this. I don't know why you can see that, but you couldn't see the other one. So this was it was actually supposed to be like a joke, but it says, breaking news: McDonald's announces future plans to open in Magic Kingdom, Cinderella's Castle, McDonald's. And I just thought, show of hands, how everybody thought how cool that would be if we could have a McDonald's in Magic Kingdom. It says Cinderella Castle stroll through McDonald's pickup coming 2028. The guests can enjoy Big Macs under the fireworks. Yes. Yes, monorail Molly Jen. Yeah. Yeah, the one with the pouch. Yeah, and it's got the big face on it that he hates so much. And all of the new merch has that stuff. There's like a woman's dress that has all the faces on it. I found the Pez when I was at the Five and Dime store at Hollywood Studios, just like whatever that was, a week and a half ago when I was there, and I almost bought it just to mail it to him because I saw it and started laughing. But yeah, now they have the big $59.99 tumbler. Now it's a girly tumbler. We're not going to buy that. But as soon as I saw it, everything has that face. It's a whole new line. I got the email and I just happened to open it. It said, "Oh, it's a new Small World line." I said, "Well, let's take a look." Some of it's really cute. Some of it I haven't bought, a lot of it, because it's just a lot of it is Stony Clover and it's really expensive. But I was like, let's go take a look. And I immediately looked and it's all that face. And I just was like, uh-oh. They used to sell McDonald's and fries and for yeah. See, so I've been going to the parks for just a little over 10 years. So for those of you that are new, I am originally Canadian. And any of us Canadians usually would go to Disneyland from that side of I'm from Vancouver Island. So I'm like way, way, way west. Everybody goes to Disneyland, doesn't go to Disney World. So that was my first interaction with Disney World. And I've been going a lot ever since. So I didn't know that, but Pookie Bug said that they used to do things like that. And I had no idea, but even though this was a joke, someone had posted it as a real life thing. And I thought, actually, how cool would that be? Because everybody would just be eating like Big Macs and fries and then just like chilling out in front of the castle watching fireworks. It was actually kind of cool. I thought it would be a good idea. People would probably really like that. Casey's gets busy, people would eat some Big Macs and fries watching the fireworks. I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. I mean, it's a joke, but I don't know if Disney's listening. Let's go get some Big Macs and fries with the pickup window in Cinderella's castle. So I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, that was pretty much the news of the night that I had. So we're gonna fix up my stream and do some things. I think Doug has been very good at helping with that. So thank you guys. I fixed up the redirect, which everyone had mentioned before. Little things here and there. I'm trying to fix all the things up, but I haven't had a lot of time between working and streaming. And so we're gonna take a few weeks off the parks after this next set. So I will have my thumbnails up soon, so everybody's gonna know where I am. And we got that after hours thing coming, so that'll be really fun. So we are not going to do the Magic King after hours on June the 1st, only because Pookie Bug is coming now with me. So we spent the money on getting him tickets to come with me instead. So he's going to come, and hopefully we'll be able to meet up with a bunch of you guys, because I think a bunch of you guys are in the park the afternoon of June the 1st, at least in Magic Kingdom. After that, I'm not sure which coincides with which. I know Dame Dystopia is going to be there for that week too. I know she's not in right now, but I've been chatting with her. I know she's there for that week. I don't know which parks, but maybe we can meet up on one of those. So that'll be a fun time. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know Pete is super excited about meeting Pookie Bug, mostly because of his name now, which just happened to stick. We were laughing about that. And he said name changing coming, but I said, no, he's not allowed to change it now, because he, of course, picked that before, just as a joke, and picked that before I did any of this. And now he's forever going to be Pookie Bug. And it just stuck, and it's funny. So he's stuck with it now. We're not going to let him change it. He's actually in the other room right now. I don't think anybody has ever seen him, actually, to be honest. It is hilarious. You should come in here. Come on in. You're right behind that door. Come in and say hi. We'll see if he comes in, guys. Maybe if you heckle him, he'll come in. He's going to have to get used to it. He's going to be my helper when we're at the park. So he'll be in sooner or later. He will be in. But yes, I thought that those were all funny things. He's busy. He's not busy. So if anybody else has anything to chat about. I don't know. Probably not. He doesn't come as often. He likes to just come like maybe once a year, sometimes twice. He might come a little bit more often because I'm going. He likes it to be a little bit more exciting and special than going all the time. I mean, I can still make it exciting and special for me, but that's the type of person that I am. So probably not, but so it's probably just going to be me. But he may end up coming one more time, because I know I wanted to try and make it to the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party at least twice. And that is his favorite one to go to as well. So we might be able to get him out to one of those as well. Those tickets should be coming out next month. And so I'll try to pick probably one earlier, just because not only are those ones cheaper, but just so you can see the difference between the two parties. I find that there's a big difference. So, hey, welcome in, Reed. Welcome in. The earlier parties, a lot of people aren't dressed up because it's hot, and they tend to rain them out sometimes depending on the season. So there's a big contrast between the earlier parties and the later. And then the later parties, I find, those are usually the ones that I really dress up at, which I'm going to dress up at both, but I have two different outfits, I think. I haven't figured out the later one yet, but the earlier one I figured out that's, I'm not going to be so hot at, because, late August or something, if you go, it's hot. The other ones I've been to that I've done the full cosplay and fully dressed up, I mean, even then you're sweating, but a lot of people will dress up more. So when you go to the ones later in October, which I did this last time, almost everybody's dressed up, and it is so much fun. I can't explain how much fun it is. And yeah, some people go for just the candy and things like that, but when everybody's dressed up, it makes it, I don't know, it just makes it so much more fun. It's like Halloween, but I don't know, it's Disney Halloween. I mean, Boo to You, that's like one of the best parades. You get to see all the villains, like my shirt, all the villains. You get to see, I mean, they have the Halloween stuff. They have the extra shows. They have the Hocus Pocus show. They have the extra fireworks. But then everybody else being dressed up, everyone else has so much fun with it. The cast members get into it and have so much fun with it. So that's why I said I would never go again not being dressed up, because the cast members also have so much fun with it. with everybody else. And then they have all the villains walking around now. They've been doing different things every year. You've got all the themed food, which I try to have some. Last year was my first real live stream, and trying to do a 7-hour live stream when you've never done it before. And all I had was 2 tiny little fuel rods. I was so stressed out, y'all. That will never happen again. I mean, I've got all my stuff figured out now, but that was very stressful because I had no idea. I knew what I was getting myself into, but battery wise, I had no idea. And I had to keep running to the fuel rod station and regrouping, and it was crazy. But it was my first one. But why did I pick the first one to be a 7-hour stream? I have no idea, but I did it. I mean, I still had a lot of fun, but I just didn't have time to try the food and all that kind of stuff. But we got lots of stuff in. And then you've got the Deadly Dans. You've got so much going on. You can't get everything in, but you have so much going on, and it's so fun. So we're going to try and get him out probably to at least one of those too. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, Merida's been coming out a little bit more often, and there was a really good Merida that we saw. She was out front in Magic Kingdom. It was like the second to last time I was there when it was really, really cold when I went in February. So some of you were following me back then. Some of you didn't find me until like March-ish. But there was a really good Merida. Like, she had the accent on point. I think she probably was Scottish. Like, that was not a fake accent or anything. She was so good. They had her out in the front of Magic Kingdom, kind of almost where guest services is, when I was there the one time. And she was an amazing Merida. And it's probably a harder cast typing, but she was really good. And that makes me happy to see her a little bit. But we do have to figure out another costume. So if you guys have ideas, you can throw them out there. I have an idea for the first one. So I'm not going to tell you guys so you guys see it. But I've already done Ariel. I did that last year with the blue dress, like the full red hair, big blue bow with Ariel with her legs. Not the blue, like, wedding dress type looking thing. The blue, like, corset dress. I did that one. And cast members loved it. I had one girl that just ran up to me right away and gave me the best costume pin, and she was so excited because most people don't do Ariel, or they do, and it's just the mermaid one. So she was super excited that I had done that. And then the first year I did Rapunzel, and I did it like with the full great big huge long braid that went like halfway down my calf with like all the flowers. It took me, I don't even know, 2 months to do that wig. I had it in its own separate box. And then I had like all the dresses. It had like 3 different layers in the skirt and the whole thing. And I had my Pascal backpack, which is right there. That's where I actually got him from because I needed stuff to carry, but also he was with me. What's everybody else's party to go to? Has anybody been to the parties? Like, there's the Halloween and the Christmas party. What's everybody's favorite between the two? I don't know how many people have done them. You like the Christmas party, Henry? Yeah, Pookie's all about the Halloween party. Good evening and welcome in if you're watching. I think there might be some Ninja Watchers, and that's okay. We like our Ninja Watchers here. Hi, Mom. I saw you up there somewhere. Saw you pop on. One of these times, you guys, we're going to get my mom on here, but we have to get her down here from Canada first. Lots of cookies, hot cocoa, and free pretzels. Yeah. See, the year we went was unfortunate. We went to the Christmas party, and I think we talked about this before in the stream a couple of times, and we went, and it was the very first one post-COVID. So we didn't know that they had shut down all of the restaurants. So we went thinking, oh, we'll just eat when we get there. And we went there. We went down to Disney just to do the party, and we starved to death. They had some cookies and some cocoa. They didn't have pretzels or anything. And the only thing open was Casey's. And of course, you've got all those people and just Casey's. And it was really, really cold. We froze and we were hungry. And then by the time we get back, all of the cafeterias for all of the resorts were closed. We were starving. We were literally starving. So it made our experience not so good. I think it's a little bit different now, but I think it's jaded us, so we don't want to try it again because those parties are really expensive. And of course, the Christmas parties are even more because there's so few of them. I think there's only like 6 of them. There's very few of them, whereas the Halloween ones, there's a lot more of them. So, because we have so much fun with the Halloween parties, we've always just stuck with those. There's so much to do and they put so much into those. Pookie Bug actually was never a big Halloween person and finally last year I actually got him to dress up for the first time. I've always dressed up, but he never did. The very, very first one we did, I dressed up as Belle, just with the blue dress, and it was just one of those like regular kind of like throw on a whatever costume type things. Um, like not like, kind of like Spencer's out of a bag type thing. It wasn't anything like super special. I just threw it on for fun. It wasn't like an official costume. It was, but not anything fancy. That was the very first one we went to. And we've been going to them ever since. So the Ring Ring stage show. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a new one. Reed likes both, but push comes to shove, he chooses Halloween. Thanks, Jen. Steph's mom. See, the last time I checked, Henry, there wasn't, because the Halloween ones are like 2 or 3 times a week and they start in August. When I looked last year, because I was going to try and do the Christmas one to stream, there was only like 10 Christmas parties. There was maybe that was just last year. There was very few of them. Maybe that was just what I saw. Maybe I was looking at it wrong, but there wasn't very many of them from what I thought. Maybe we'll have to try them again. Maybe we'll have to try a Christmas one this year, and I'll try to unjade myself. I mean, I dressed up when I did the last one. I had a little cute Santa little dress on. I had boots, and a jacket. I mean, it was cold, but I've only ever done the one because it just kind of jaded me. And we were like, yeah, we drove all the way down here for this, and it just wasn't a lot of fun. But we just love the Halloween party so much. We always just stick with those. Yeah, that's what I thought. And there are a lot more too. 25 Christmas parties last year. Okay. Yeah, the Halloween ones, I know that the Halloween ones do start like the beginning of August and go all the way. It's like 2, 3, at least 3 times a week. Cause I know there's Sunday. They're always Sunday, sometimes Mondays, Wednesdays, and then I think there's a Thursday or Friday on random weeks. So it's at least 3 times a week, all the way up until the end of October. Welcome in, Dame Dystopia. Oh, they're still working on your house. I know they were working on it the other day too. Wow. Another power check. Welcome in. So yeah, we'll have to all get together and see what we can get together for that first week of June, now that we know Pookie Bug's coming. But yeah, that was exciting. And we'll take advantage of the annual pass holder stuff. So we'll try out the lounge. We'll get our little magnet. We're going to try some of the discounts. I would love to go back to Crystal Palace and be our guest, but that 20%, that's just not enough. I don't know. Those places are pretty expensive, and I love Winnie the Pooh, but 20% off just isn't enough. Those places are pretty expensive, and I don't eat enough. I don't eat a lot. Pookie Bug could make up for it, but I don't eat enough for those places. So when you go to like a buffet, I mean, I might eat. That's who they want to come in. They want me to pay $62 for a buffet and eat $15 worth of food. That's I'm the person that they're looking for. But I have done Crystal Palace numerous times and be our guest. Now, last time we did Be Our Guest was actually an amazing experience because the Beast, even though he doesn't stop and you can't take a lot of pictures with him, he will the odd time. Like we got pictures of him, but he came through like 6 times when we were there. Like he came through like routinely every 10, 15 minutes. Like he was there a lot. We saw him a lot of times. Welcome in, Mark. Welcome in. Nice to see you. We're just chatting about random restaurants and resorts and different parties. I do have the raffle to do before we go too. So I kind of had to just do a lot of this by memory. So I don't even know if a lot of you know about it. So when I did my first bigger stream in February when I started. And then I did another one in March, which is right when Pete and everybody found me. So as I was doing that, I had put up a little raffle that said, if anybody wants to be entered in the contest, you just need to make a comment below the stream. So I know you want to be entered, and I'll enter you in for a raffle for a couple of things I'll pick up from the park. And we'll do the raffle in 2 or 3 weeks. Just sub to the channel. And if someone else, asks you to come over and sub, let me know who that was, and they'll get an extra entry. A lot of people did come into the stream and put it into the chat. The problem is once everything's gone, sometimes you can't see the chats. And I went through them and tried to sort out those people, because it was just for a couple of days that I was streaming. And that's all it was for. So I just tried to sort out all those people, and I made up a big spin wheel on an auto spinner here, which now that I think you might be able to see it, because you're able to see some of the stuff I showed, since I can't share my screen. But we'll pick 2 winners, and then you guys can pick from whoever wins first can pick from who wants what. So what we ended up with for the raffle is I got an extra Simba popcorn bucket, or Scar popcorn bucket, one of these guys, that I will mail to somebody. So the winner, hopefully, because I had asked, needs to be in the United States, only because I have family and stuff in Canada. But to send this big giant guy, he's huge, to Canada would cost a ton of money. So I have not pulled out the pin or anything at the top, so you guys can't see it. But when you pull this pin out of the top, yeah, Sheila's going to have to come and get her own. So if Sheila wants a cool popcorn bucket, she's going to have to come get her own. But when you pull this out, for anybody that hasn't seen this guy yet, it looks like his eyes are blinking. And how that works is the popcorn bucket part opens at the back here, so you can actually use them. See? There is a button that you can press right here to turn it on and off. Okay. So he's in pretty good condition. I mean, I had to carry him home and stuff. The odd one has the odd scratch on him, but they just come that way. There's nothing you can do about it. They don't let us check them before they give them to us, because they are supposed to be just a popcorn bucket. But this is what one of the prizes is going to be. So whoever gets picked first is can pick from this. Or when I went to the opening day of the Flower and Garden Festival, a bunch of you were on the stream. So that was March the 4th. That's when I was doing this. We picked out one of the Flower and Garden Festival shirts. I did not get the annual pass holder one, because not everybody's an annual pass holder, and some people didn't like those ones. So I got the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2026 shirt. So it looks like this. And the back of it has our friend the Orange Bird on there. I know I heard some people on Doug's chat earlier saying they're sick of the Orange Bird, so they don't have to pick this one if they win. But this is the Orange Bird. It also has B on it. And I got it in size large, which is kind of big. But I was trying to pick a size that everybody could maybe kind of wear. I mean, it might be too small for some people. It might be too big for others. But I just kind of picked an average size that other people could wear. So those are the 2 things that I picked. And we'll probably do something like that again, just for something fun, because there's a lot of new things coming out, like the Figment Bubble Wand. I know a lot of people would love the Figment Bubble Wand. We talked about that on Pete's show the other night when I was on there. If anybody has not checked that out, he has a really fun show that I was on the other night, and we talked about that. And we had actually talked about that on my stream the other day, how we were saying if anybody wanted to jump in and donate money towards some kind of a fund, I am more than happy to buy something like a bubble wand or something, and we can use it for that day, and then give it to somebody that we see in the park that we think might like it, or a little child, or something else. We see something that somebody really wants something and can't get it, and we'll get that for them. I do have a Venmo in my YouTube link, and also a Cash App. If you do send something, just put a note in there what you would like me to use it for, and I will definitely keep track of that and let everybody know as I get this stuff updated and my streams updated. I'll be able to put some graphics in so people can see that, and we'll figure out together what we want to spend that on, or what we would like to do with that, whether that's a bubble wand giveaway for you guys, whether we're going to take that and give that to somebody else in the park. We'll figure out something fun to do with that. But let me know if you do send some money, what you would like that used for, and we'll put some together and we'll figure something out for somebody. But the Figment thing is cool. I think at the time the Figment thing had not been announced yet. So I just said, we'll just go get a random bubble wand and we'll just wave some bubbles around, and then, you know, we won't wait till it's completely empty because that's mean. We'll wait till it's like halfway, and then we'll just go find somebody to give it to, because that's fun. But I don't need a bubble wand in my house. Pookie Bug probably doesn't want me to bring back a bubble wand either. So, you know, you just, you know, do a little pixie dust fun. You know, we had that happen to us the other day when that nice cast member let me ride the Space Ranger spin twice in a row. So you just pay it forward. I love Orange Bird. I love Orange Bird, Dame. So I'm an Orange Bird girl. I mean, you can see my Orange Birds here. That was a sipper cut from like a couple of years ago. And the new sipper cut from this year, I have over here. If nobody has seen it yet, I'm more than happy to go grab it if somebody wants to see it. But that's the one from this year's festival that's still out. And Henry, I did not get my Winnie the Pooh bucket. I actually went over there after we were streaming and I told you I was going to get it on the way out. They didn't have any there. So they are still advertising that they have it there for Easter and people were talking about it, but they didn't even have the annual pass holder or any kind of bucket there. So I don't know if because it was so crazy there that whole week that they just sold out of all the buckets by the time I got there. It was only, I don't know, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, but they had nothing there. They were wiped out. We walked past there twice because I thought maybe they would get some more or someone would bring some, but there was none. There was absolutely none. So no Winnie the Pooh bucket for this girl. It is cute. And the actual stuff they put in it, like the orange slushy, it's really good. It's I think it's like the same that they put out this year. It comes with it. They give it to you separate in a different cup, Dame. But they have it at the little, I can't remember what the place is called now, Citrus Blossom. Because I tried the tempura shrimp that they had there and the little blueberry beignets. Both were very good, but at the Citrus Blossom, that's where that is. It's kind of where they put different stuff in there. It used to be where when they were first doing a bunch of reimagineering for Epcot and they had like a bunch of models and stuff in there. And now they just change it to different restaurants for the festivals every year. It's in there. Hey, I like Donald too. So, I mean, Donald is okay, but I do like a lot of other characters. I feel bad that, you know, they were asking me the other day and I was like, no, I don't really like Stitch because I don't, but I appreciate other people that do. Sarah Grace loves Stitch. SG, when she's in the chat, my stepdaughter loves Stitch. So I totally get it. And I buy Stitch. I mean, I just made, when they were actually, I was laughing when Pete was going through my shorts on his channel the other day. I have a Stitch short up there. So I'm not opposed to that. I mean, a lot of people love Stitch. And I'm not a big Figment fan. I just never have. I don't get the whole thing. I mean, I get the history behind Figment. I'm just not a huge fan. But then, like, I love Winnie the Pooh, and not everybody does. So I appreciate everybody just loves who they like. So it's cool. But Orange Bird's cute. I don't get why Orange Bird's in the park either. I get that Orange Bird is just the Florida bird, and oranges come from Florida. I don't know how the correlation happened that Orange Bird became a character in the park. I mean, he's cute. I love the giant orange bobblehead, and he's adorable. How that turned into a good Disney character, I have no idea, but here we are. Doug, aka Handsome Beast of a Dude. Yeah, Reed. Yeah, Reed's got up here. One of the moderators got here. He's all for donating to kids, is that sort of thing. I just think that would be something fun for us to do. I know there's some other channels that might do that. And I know some like Theme Park Giant, I think he has like a counter at the top and he does like bigger ones and donates to charities and things like that, which I would love to do when I get bigger. I'm not big enough to probably do that right now, but I figured little things, you know, if people send stuff to me in the park, just put a label there that that's what you want it to go to. You know, there's random people send me, you know, here's money for a coffee or something. So make sure you put a note there, what you would like me to use it for. And we'll go find somebody for that. It could be something small. It could be a pin. It could be, you know, you want me to go get a pin and put it on a board somewhere so that someone else can trade it. If you want me to do that, I'm more than happy to go do that for you. And I'll go put that on that board for you. We'll go buy a bubble wand and give it to a kid, or we'll go and, you know, buy one of those cute little stuffies. They've got so many adorable, those little Japanese stuffies out there right now. Like the Sakura line that was out last year. They have a bunch of new ones in like that. So adorable. Like I would keep them. I have stuffies. I mean, you can see them on my shelf, but they're super, super cute. Some of them out there right now. I mean, and I'm almost 50. So whatever. And then go and give them to somebody just to make their day a little better. So totally fine with all of that. So if anybody ever wants me to do that or wants to help out I do those things anyway. If someone wants to help out while we do those things, great. Um, just go ahead and send it, and I'll make sure that it gets noticed. Like I'll mention it in the chat so you know that that's where it went. Or, if there's something particular that you would like me to do, then that's what we'll do. Well, I don't know. I tried to get him in here earlier, Captain Mickey Mouse. You're going to see him soon anyways. He'll be in the streams, but we'll see if we can try to get him up. Come on, Pookie Bug. Come on in. I could hear him listening to my stream in the other room. I can hear my voice in there. Let's see if we can get him, guys. Will Pookie show. Drum roll, please. While he's doing that, I will get up the raffle thing and we will start doing that since it's almost 8 o'clock here. Oh, I hear the door opening. There he is, guys. Pookie Bug. There he is. You're going to have to lean down. He showed up.
There you go.
See, he really is from Alabama, Dame. He's got the accent. Did you hear that? With the Kingsguard hat. I have not seen that read. Winnie the Pooh, the Kingsguard hat. I have not seen that. See, my mom is in the chat now, so she can verify. Hey, Starry Field Fairy, how are you? Happy Easter. And she can verify about the Winnie the Pooh. So everyone's going to figure out I have my favorite characters. I mean, I love Rapunzel. I love the Haunted Mansion. I love Thunder Mountain. I mean, there's a lot of, depending if we're talking about characters or rides. Winnie the Pooh has been a standalone for a long time for me. That goes back to where I'm from. That comes back to my grandparents. That comes back to the parks. It's a lot of things. That's why I picked the picture that I have up for me. And I know that I need to pick a logo at some point and change around some things. But Winnie the Pooh has been such a big thing for me. I don't even know how many Winnie the Pooh stuffies. I have them up here, but I also have some in my room too. And we have, every time we go, we either get a painting or a statue, which I'm going to start getting some of them up on the walls. I've been waiting for canvases to put up. So I have a lot of things, but Winnie the Pooh is a big thing for me. So yeah. Completely opposite of a Pookie Bug. Yeah, we were laughing about that. Yeah, that was not meant to be his name. But now I've told him since the other day when Pete and everybody loved his name so much that he can't change it, Jen. So he's just been told he can't change it now. So he's always going to be Pookie Bug. He definitely does not look like a Pookie Bug. Yeah, they might, Dame. They might. Yeah, he's got the accent for sure. I don't even notice it anymore because, I mean, this is where I live. I mean, there's people that have way thicker accents than his and people that have way less. But I mean, once you're around it so much, I don't even hear it anymore, to be honest. But yeah, if you're around people that aren't used to it, yeah. Yeah. But yes, he will be with me in June and July, so he can help me stream. He can help me eat stuff so we can try some more things. Like I said, we're going to take advantage of those 40% discounts on some of those restaurants. So definitely going to do Beer Garden in June. And then when we go in July, I don't know if we're going to do Garden Grill, Tusker House, maybe both. I don't know. We'll try. Well, not try. We've been to those. We'll do a bunch of those things. We don't have an accent. All of them vaguely gestures. They have an accent. There you go. See, and my mom is in the chat now, so she can verify. So here, I do not have an accent other than I say y'all and stuff. But when other people from up north or when I go home, when I go up there, they're like, "Oh, you have the cutest little accent. Where are you from?" Because they all think I have an accent now because I've picked it up. And I'm like, "Here," and then I drop it. So my mom can verify that. I've had that conversation with I don't even know how many people when I go back up home. So I have picked up an accent. It's just not enough for here that I would be considered that I have an accent, but I do, I guess, have one now. I mean, I've been here a long time. See, but this is where the war starts because Dame is Roll Tide. So her and Pookie Bug aren't going to be the bestest friends that way. Yes, we have done Garden Grill, Captain Mickey Mouse, and Garden Grill is one of our favorites. We liked it better before they changed the menu a little bit, but you get to see a lot of the characters too, and it's cool how you get to see Living with the Land down below. So we'll probably do that the next time. We talked about doing it this time. We were like Garden Grill or Beer Garden, and we would prefer to do Beer Garden at dinner time, but the pass holder discount is only for lunch. But we're gonna go do Beer Garden. And then we'll be able to do the pass holder lounge too. We're going to go pick up our magnet and we're also going to do the lounge so you guys can see what the lounge looks like inside for anybody that does not a pass holder. So maybe if you become one, you get to see all the cool things that some of us get to do. This is my first time being a pass holder. Being out of state, I pay more for mine. And so but we get to do some of those things. So, I don't think it'll be enough that Pookie Bug will probably ever be a pass holder, but, yes, I am the only one that is a pass holder at the moment. Yeah, I think it's going to be a house divided in the Steph Wonders Disney stream on the college football scene, but the rest of it you can agree on, Dame. Thank you, Captain Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it's been really cool so far. Yeah, it's been really cool. All right, let me get out my raffle. So as you can see, everybody's names are on here. There's a lot of names, actually. I picked out as many as I could. My channel has grown substantially since then, so there isn't as many names as you think there would be from the streams that I had up then. So we'll do this again another time when we've got all these people on, and we'll set it up a different way so it's a little bit easier for everybody to play. So this is just the few people that happened to hop on while I was streaming at that time. So there is quite a few of you that are actually in here, are in this. Not you, Mom. Sorry. But yeah. So some people that are in here are not in here. I know that they just were on here, maybe Ninja Watchers. They might be on right now. I'm not sure. But they're on here. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the button and see who comes up first. So we're spinning. I'm gonna let you see it. Oh, Doug. Congratulations, Doug. You won the first one. Congratulations, Doug. I don't know if he's still on. I did not get anything Donald Duck. So Doug won first. Congrats, Doug. I will have to reach out to Doug and see what he would like. I'm guessing it's probably, I don't know, might be the bucket. We'll have to try this again for real. I love doing this kind of stuff. So we'll have to find some unique things. Maybe it will be the Figment bubble blower. I know everyone seems to really like that. So it doesn't have to be something I like. So if you guys have ideas on things that people would like, let me know and I will start looking around for those things. I try to find some different things. So we'll start looking for something else that we can raffle off for fun. How is Doug bringing these games? I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. So yes, I already showed the prizes, Captain Mickey Mouse, so he can pick. So he's the first winner, so he can pick out of which of those two things that he would like. So congratulations, Doug. You're first. I'll reach out and see which one he would like. So the second place person can get the other thing, and I'm not sure what that's going to be depending on what he picks. So I will pick the second person now, and then I'll reach out to Doug first, okay? And then I'll see what he would like. If Doug was on, he could tell me right now. He might be on somebody else's show. He might be on, I don't know if Pete's got a show going right now. So, yeah, I have a feeling Doug's going to be picking that popcorn bucket. And I'll have to get his address from him to mail it to him. I'm going to have to get a big box to stick that in. But you can see it. I actually have it sitting right here, the other one, but I have another one sitting right up there. That one's mine. Is he? Well, he was here. I don't know if he's actually, if he's ninja watching. He might be. I'm not sure where he is. Are you still in here, Doug? I mean, I could message him, but we'll give him a second. I'll pick the second one since we know the first one's Doug. Yeah, or I can bring the prizes to the meetup in July. I'm okay with that too. It's up to him. Yes, popcorn bucket. Okay, so Doug got the popcorn bucket. Congrats, Doug. Now, do you want me to bring it? Are you, well, I guess it's going to be in June. Are you guys still going to be there June the 1st for me to bring it to you, or do you want me to mail it to you, Doug? He had you working like a dog. I figured you were going to be busy. I figured he probably had a show going or something. It's probably easier if I mail it to you, isn't it? Because you're going to have to bring it home otherwise. And it's big. Do you want me to mail it to you, though, so you don't have to bring it home? You'd have to carry it. It's big. We can talk about it after. I'll message you about it. So you drive. Okay. We'll talk about it and see what you want to do. It's no worries. Okay. So Doug's got the popcorn bucket. So we're going to raffle off the shirt next. Okay. So here I'm hitting the button. I couldn't take Doug out. So if it's Doug again, we'll just have to spin again. Mike Beachman won, our moderator. Congratulations, Mike. He wasn't my moderator then, but he is now. Congratulations, Mike. You won a t-shirt. Woo! Congrats, guys. Rigged. Sorry, Reed. We'll have to try again next time. But then they'll say it's rigged. You're very welcome. I will get with you after this, Mike, and figure out a way to get that to you. Hopefully you can put some use to that. Congrats, guys. Well, that was fun. Thinking from Florida from you, Steph with bucket. Steph Doug getting it in Florida from you, Steph with the bucket, he said. Yeah. All right. Well, it's just after 8:00, so I think we're gonna go. Like I said, next week there isn't going to be a show because I'm going to be in the parks next week. So I'm going to put up those thumbnails pretty soon so everybody can see where I am. Yeah, that's so great. I'm so glad they worked so hard, both of them, and both of them have helped me a ton. And I totally didn't rig that. Everybody's names are in there. That just happened to be how it was. So that's great. I would have been happy anybody winning, but those two guys, that's amazing. So congrats, everybody. So no show next week. I will be streaming. I'll be there at the parks Monday through Thursday. I won't be doing an early morning stream Thursday like I normally do, though, because we're going to do that after hours party Wednesday. So if you happen to be up late, any Pete Insomniac fans that happen to be up, watch his show, and then you can come over and watch my stream. I'm going to be 9:30 to 12:30 in Epcot. We're going to do lots of rides. I paid a lot of money for that extra after hours ticket, so we are going to do all the rides. We're going to ride Guardians, I don't know, 8 times. I don't know how many ice cream sandwiches I can eat, but we're going to try and eat them all. So thanks for hanging out tonight. And I hope to see you next week in the parks. And we will see you the week after that for another show. Hopefully by then I will have some of this set up a little bit better so I can share a screen and we'll have some fun times. And maybe we'll start having a few people on here and some guests and things. So be a little bit more fun next time. Yes. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for joining in and moderating. Thank you, Reed. Claps to our moderators for doing a good job. And thanks for Pookie Bug. He came in and showed his face. He usually doesn't do that very often. So we're coming in the other room. Yes, you're very welcome, Doug. Sorry that Pete is making you work so hard. Tell him to give you a break. Even if you didn't share your deviled eggs the other day. I don't know if he's still mad about that. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Henry. Henry, if anybody knows, Henry is a wealth of knowledge. He helps me out when I'm in the parks. I don't even know how many times. He teaches me things all the time. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.